on the set.
Camera speed.
Take one.
Hey everybody, it's Johnny Hobbs with Hidden Gems, where I will be discussing films from decades past that didn't quite get on the radar when they were first released. And today, from 1978, we have the cult classic, The Wanderers. This film takes place in 1963 Bronx, New York, where we have a gang. It's like gangs all over the place. We have the Wanderers led by Richie, and then we also have the Baldies, and you can kind of figure out they're all bald in this gang. And then we have the Wongs, which is a bunch of Asian guys who are all named Wong. And then we have the Del Bombers, who is an all black gang, and they're all just mingling, mixing, fighting, doing what gangs do. So it's just kind of like a day in the life, a week in the life, a month in the life of these gangs. The focus is specifically on the Wanderers and Richie. He's got a girlfriend, but he meets a girl named Nina, who happens to be what you would call a beatnik. And so they become kind of a love interest, but then she realizes that he's got a girlfriend, and the girlfriend gets very jealous, and everything. It's just it's day in the life, man. And so they have a kind of a conflict with the Del Bombers, but instead of using fists and weapons, they're going to play a football game. But the one member of the Wanderers, Turkey, he wants to join the Baldies, and who kind of double cross him, and he ends up coming across this Irish gang called the Ducky Boys, who are absolutely weird and crazy, and there's a lot of them, and they're very violent. So at the end of this film, the Del Bombers and the Wanderers are playing a football game. They get surrounded by the Ducky Boys, so they all come together with the Wongs and whoever else is in that football field to take on the Ducky Boys. They end up beating them back, and this brings them all together as opposed to just being enemies. So it's a really cool film. I think it captures the time really well, and especially it covers the Kennedy assassination and how things kind of changed after that. How we went kind of from this idealistic 1950s to kind of like into the 60s and Vietnam and war protests and everything else. It just happened that fast. So again, it's The Wanderers. A few reasons you should check this out is I think it does a great job capturing the time of that era with the gangs and being in New York and everything else. I think there's great performances all the way around with this movie. And it just, again, it's just a really cool 70s flick that goes back to a different era. So again, from 1979, it's The Wanderers. Check it out. Hope you enjoyed it as much as I did, and I'll see you in the next episode of Hidden Gems.